All right, hi guys. It is 9:30 in the morning on October 2nd. It is a Saturday. It's a beautiful day outside, and it is also the first day of the New York City Yarn Crawl. So with that in mind, I'm just gonna head into the city. It takes a little bit to get there, so I'm gonna do some stitching along the way, and I'm gonna check out two stores, I think, in the Uptown Manhattan area. I was gonna go all the way to Brooklyn, but that just seems like a really far way to go today. So yeah, I'm just gonna go check it out, see what it's about. I've never done the New York City Yarn Crawl before, and since we're moving at the end of the month, I'm really excited I get a chance to do it. So let's check back in after we have explored the stores. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this without too many people staring, but it's, God, almost 3 o'clock, I think. I just made it back from the city. I got off the bus and there's this little cute park near my building, so I thought I'd stop here for a moment and just sort of catch my breath. That was a whirlwind, so I left my apartment. I got on the 9:45 bus into the city and made it all the way to the Upper East Side and checked out the first yarn store, which was Annie & Co. Knitting and Needlepoint, I believe. I'll have all the information for the stores I went to down below. They opened at 11 and I got there just in time. Just a heads up, if you're doing the New York Yarn Crawl, got distracted. The map has a different location for Annie & Co. So it has them on like 96th Street and Madison, but it's actually on 92nd and 2nd. So I learned that the hard way, but I got a nice extra walk. Then after that, I walked across Central Park and down to 79th Street and went to Knitty City on the Upper West Side. That was like a 45-minute walk, and I am tired. After that, I just went back to Port Authority, hopped on my bus, and now I'm home. So I'm gonna head upstairs and show you all what I got. It was a really successful day in my opinion, and I'm so excited to get some of these yarns wound up and working. I'll talk a little bit more when I'm upstairs, but I did want to just take a minute and enjoy this beautiful day. Oh, it's so pretty out. All right, well, I'm gonna head upstairs and I will see you up there. Okay, so these are the yarns that I got from Annie & Co. How pretty. Oh my God. Okay, let me start with this one first. So this was the clearance or sale yarn. I'm really frustrated because the lighting is just not doing it justice, but my apartment faces the wrong way for good lighting at this time of day. But anyway, this is a gorgeous light blue yarn. Holy cannoli, so soft. This is Mirasol, I think is what it was called, but they've covered that. It's a DK weight. It is 100% cotton, and this is a 100-gram hank. So this would have been regular price, $14.50. But I got this baby for $5. I was gonna get like 10 colors, but I knew that I had brought a specific amount of money and I wanted to get some nice hanks of sock yarn. And if I got all of the colors of this bad boy, there would not have been enough for what I wanted to do. So anyway, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous cotton. It is Peruvian Pima cotton. and I am so excited. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it, but I am so excited. So yarn number 2 sort of caught my eye. There was actually a woman standing in front of it, and I didn't have a chance to really get into what it was. So I had to just sort of trust myself, and when I got to the register, I knew I had made the right choice. So this is Ancient Yarns, and this is their Socknado yarn. I think it is so pretty. Look at all those beautiful colors. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. So my understanding is that Ancient Yarns colorways are sort of nature inspired. This was dyed in Canada, and it is just, gosh, so pretty. Again, this lighting doesn't do it justice, but the blues in here, and there's pink and orange all through here, and then some green. Ugh, it is so pretty, and I can't wait to see what it looks like worked up. It might be the first one that I wind and get working. I don't see a color on it. It might be like a color code, something in here. But this is 80% merino, 20% nylon, which is not a base I've worked with before. The current socks I'm making are 100% superwash merino, so I'm really excited to give this 80-20 a chance, because I've heard so many people mentioning that that's what they use. This is that 100 gram hank, and I am going to make myself a gorgeous pair of socks, hopefully. So that's Ancient Arts. I think I might have said Ancient Yarns earlier, but this is Ancient Arts Yarns. Oh, so, so pretty. Gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it just feels like a watercolor palette. Oh, she purty. She purty. All right, last yarn that I got at Annie & Co. Is, as I talked about, this Yarn Over New York. There were so many options when I was looking at the Yarn Over New York table, and I was paralyzed. I couldn't decide because everything looked so perfect. I was really close to getting this like pastel, creamy sort of yarn that looked like ice cream, and I think the name had something to do with like Scoop Me or something like that. And Jessie was sort of also really excited about that with me, which was super fun. She had swatches and tubular swatches of almost everything. She didn't have one of that Scoop Me yarn, so I think that might have been a little bit of my hesitation. And then there was another yarn that was black with really vibrant contrasting color snaked through it, and I thought that would be really cool, but I did want a little bit, I say I wanted less contrast, but this is very clearly, I mean, it goes from these super pretty, you know, blues and yellows to this deep purple. Ugh. So this is that same rainbow vibe that I wanted out of that black and rainbow one, but it's, it felt a little bit more, it felt less like a steep contrast and more like something I could wrap my head around and see really in a sock. So this is Yarn Over New York, and it's a local, Jessie does this locally, so that's super cool. And this base is called Times Square, and it's the sock weight. It's 75 and 25. I asked if she had an 80-20, and she does. She didn't have any with her today, and I really wanted to buy something right there, partially because I'm just too impatient to buy things online and wait, but also because Jessie was super cool and I wanted to buy something from the artist who created it while she was there, because it really is just stunning yarn. So this is the 75-25. There is another one that is, I think it was 75-20, and then 5% of a like a sparkle, which is basically the 80-20, but you know, a little bit of sparkle. So I thought about getting that as well, but I just fell in love. This colorway is called Dusk Rainbow, and oh my goodness, it is gorgeous, and I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait. It feels great. It's squishy. It's beautiful. And it's the first ever locally dyed hank of yarn that I've I own. And so I can't wait to, I can't wait to use it, but I also want to save it for something really special. So thank you, Jessie, so much. This is a gorgeous yarn, and I can't wait to use it. This is the little free tote package that you got. Super cute. I mean, it's super simple, right? It's just like a silver mesh with this like big plastic opening. This is what I was working on in the city today, and I didn't bring a project bag, so I just tucked it in here. Also, my cake fell apart on the bus, so I had to ball it up. We love to see that. So yeah, this is a sock I was making, but this is so cute, and it was free. I mean, and you could take multiple if you really wanted. So, I mean, what's not to love about that? Okay, Knitty City time. So, the first yarn I got from Knitty City, this was sort of an impulse buy, and I actually have no idea anything about it. This is a final sale yarn from Knitty City. It doesn't have a ball band or a label. It just has this little price tag that says it's a final sale yarn. So I don't know much about it, except that it's freaking gorgeous. It's these beautiful purples, and it goes from this like wine and really deep burgundy color to sort of faded lilac. Oh, it is. And there's some like orange and green tucked in there. She a beaut. But she was in the clearance section, and regular price was 20 bucks. So that I got 30% off of that, and I felt like that had to be a steal because it's beautiful. Oh, it is soft. It does have a little bit of a halo, and I can't tell if that's just from it being, you know, a clearance yarn, meaning it probably has been in the shop for a while and it's probably been picked over and moved around a bunch, and so maybe it's just experiencing some of the wear and tear of life. But it does have, maybe even halo's the wrong word, but it's like pre-pilling. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna give it a good wash before I use it. Also, I've learned my lesson. I don't know who made this yarn, but I was using a Malabrigo yarn and for those socks, and I learned that the dye just came right off on my hands. So I've learned my lesson about soaking really saturated colors, and I don't know, maybe I will just to see if this clears up a little bit. But yeah, I think this is gorgeous, and I want socks made of this. I think it's a DK weight yarn. I can't tell. I'm gonna have to do a wraps per inch, but I think it's gorgeous, and I can't wait to make socks of it. So yay. Okay, yarn number 2, and I say yarns because in the clearance bin were these cutie patootie Malabrigo finito hanks. I'm not even going to that word. These are in the colorway cello, and what the heck, you guys, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like all my tie-dye dreams come true. It's so nice. And there were other colorways that also had like musical names. So there was like piano. The only ones I actually saw were piano and cello, but it makes me believe that this used to be in a collection of musically themed names. So this is 100% superfine merino wool, and it is a 50-gram hank. So I figured may as well get 2 so I can get a good project out of these. I have no clue what that's going to be yet, but knowing me, since I can't do much in the way of knitting at the moment, it's not enough for a solid crochet project, unless maybe a hat or something, but I don't really want a hat out of that, so I might knit some socks because that's what I do. So anyway, these are just, oh, they're precious. They're so, so pretty and soft. And I like Malabrigo. I have, however, learned my lesson. I will probably be washing these and soaking them a little bit just to try and get some of that extra dye out before it comes off on my hands. But look at them. They're so cute and squishy. Ugh, we love. All right, last yarn. And this yarn was kind of a fun surprise. I was going through a bin. Let me just bring this in. Ooh, okay. I was going through a bin of Trey Liz yarn, and Trey Liz, most of what I found was very vibrant, sort of hot pink, hot neon colors, which I dig totally, but I was looking for something in a neutral base with like some speckles in it. And I thought that would make a really pretty set of socks. Obviously I'm on a sock kick, can you guys tell? Anyway, so I pulled this out and I sort of looked at it and I was like, is this Trey Liz? It has no tag or anything. So I took it up to the register and the guy who was there immediately was like, that's a Tosh. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm obviously very new to this hand-dyed game, but apparently the ties are very Madeline Tosh. So this is a hank of Madeline Tosh yarn. It is so pretty. I don't know a thing about it because, again, there's no tag, but it was in the sock section of the store, so I can trust that. It feels like it's at least, it could be 100%. I should have looked this up before I made this video, and I probably will, but it could be just 100% merino, but I don't think so. I think it has some nylon in there. But anyway, I love, it's sort of a creamy color. I know it's coming up real yellow in this, but it's more of just like an antique white with these gorgeous sprays of color that remind me almost of when people would do like splatter paint and they would take the toothbrush and like pull back on the bristles and you just get little flecks all in there. This is gonna make something beautiful. I really do want to make some cool socks with these. And it was gorgeous, and it was still, again, it was on sale. It was 10% off, so it was $25, and now, you know, I own it. So very excited about that, and those 3 yarns from Knitty City. I also, while I was there, I've been meaning to get some kind of wool wash or something. So I got this fun laundry concentrate. It's lavender scented. It's so pretty. I know it's not exactly wool wash, but I am gonna use it when I'm soaking and blocking some of my projects. So I don't know, it's so pretty and it smells so nice. I just thought it was so cool. It was $6, you know, before the 10% off. So anyway, that was just a fun little added bonus I got at the end. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel so lucky to be able to access something like the New York City Yarn Crawl. I know it's not always an option for everybody. Let's see if I can just bring this up. Sorry for the shaky. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Anyway, I know that hand-dyed local dyers or whatever isn't an option for everybody based on where you are or, you know, budget, but I got really lucky, and this Yarn Crawl, if you can get there, there are some great deals. So $5 for this, totally worth it. You know, 30% off of these 3, you know, saved my budget. And again, the rest I purchased with gift cards, but still, this was such a successful day in my advent into hand-dyed hanks rather than my habitual acrylic and commercial wool. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna, you know, take a break tonight, but probably finish the socks I'm working on now before casting on something new. But I have a good feeling that tomorrow I will be winding and casting on this beautiful ancient arts yarn. So thank you guys so much for watching if you did. And please hit me up with a follow, or no, it's subscription on YouTube, isn't it? I'm brand new. But you can also follow me on Instagram at SipSipCrochet. You can find me on Etsy at SipSipCrochet. Right now there are hats and scrunchies on there. There might be some more coming soon, and very soon I'll have a pattern if I can get my butt to write it. So thank you guys again for watching. Subscribe, like, message me, comment, do whatever. I'm super keen to hang out with anyone who wants to. So Yay, New York City Yarn Crawl. All right, bye guys.